Hey everybody, it's Steve Nahuson. So we've got 3 weekends to get this place finished. So we've got a lot of painting to get done, the electrical's got to be finished off, there's stacks of landscaping, and there's also bits and pieces like finishing off this pergola. But you know what? We're just going to push through, going to spend some long days working on this project, and we're going to get it done. Because we don't really have a choice. In 3 weeks' time, Jenny and I are heading overseas for 5 weeks to welcome our new little third grandchild and the first child of our son Luke and Valerie. So we've got to get this project done before we can get out of here and then get this place on the market. So let's not talk about it, let's get into it. Hey!
Hey! Getting paint on my glasses.
It's coming together pretty good. Bathtub went in today, looking sensational. I don't know what day of the reno this is, 100 and something, but what I do know is that in 2 weeks' time we've got to have this thing finished. So there's a lot of work to do. It's been an incredibly busy few weeks. I'm pretty exhausted, Jenny's pretty exhausted. I know that we've been working some pretty long hours here at the house, both over the weekends and at night time during the week. So where we're up to at the moment now is just finishing off all the painting. So it's looking pretty good. All this area here is now completed. The bathroom's looking pretty good. Hopefully next week, well, it has to happen next week, is that the vanity has to go on, and then the shaving cabinets, and then we finish the bathroom. There's still a few things around the tiling yet to do. That's our shower screen. A beautiful fluted glass panel. It's actually just a solid panel, so it's just going to be a walk-in job. So that's going to be pretty special. The hallway needs another coat of paint. This bedroom here, the second bedroom, so pretty much all completed now, except the we've got a painter coming in a couple of days' time to actually do all the gloss. So the doors, the trims and things like that, which is going to be a great help. Laundry, I've just put a coat on there now of primer. The main bathroom is pretty much done. The bath went in this weekend, which looks pretty darn sexy, especially against those chocolate tiles at the back. I really like those tiles. Still a bit of electrical work to do, but that's pretty close. And this is the third bedroom, so I just painted this today. Don't know if it's going to need another coat, but we'll assess it again. Out the back, our tiler was going to tile across the top here, but when he started, he found there was a few drummy tiles. So we've got to get all these tiles lifted and the site prepared, and then he'll come back next week and finish the tiling. Pergola is now pretty much done. I see there's a few areas there that need a little bit of attention, but that's all right. It's pretty much done. Had a real issue with those lights. There was going to be downlights along there, but when the builder put the sophites, he actually ran a piece of timber right through the center of it. So I did my first 90mm hole on this first light. You might be able to see it there. And of course I hit a piece of timber and that can't come out because it's supporting the sophites. So had to go to a plan B. We got some cans, put in smaller holes. So that was a bit of a schmozzle, that took forever. The builder hid the lighting cable up in the eaves, in the roof line, and we only had like a tiny hole to try and fish it around with a coat hanger, and that felt like it took forever. I think they actually look pretty good, and they will certainly light up the back area. Jenny actually came up with a brilliant idea. From photographs, we could tell this was where the cable was, somewhere up in that gap up there. We had a sensor. So Jenny said, why don't we actually put that sensor in, and we can actually use that to try and find the cable, because we're trying to fish in through this light here, and through that light there, and we just couldn't get it. So it's actually a great idea having a motion sensor out here in the backyard. Speaking of backyards, this weekend coming, it's going to be a massive yard weekend. Sam's coming up for Friday, so it's going to be 3 days spent in the yard. It's going to be a garden that's going to run across along that back fence. Turf is going to go down here. This little poor old little shed is going to finally get painted and fixed up as well this weekend, I expect. And just looking at the rest of the yard, we're going to keep these trees here, just sort of tidy trees all up, because they are really lovely and they do give us some protection from the sun. Around the front here, we're going to put a garden around there as well. So next weekend we're going to have the electrical finished, the painting finished, the landscaping finished. That's pretty much it, I think. But at this stage, we're on track. So it's coming along. I'll be so glad when this thing is done. We've selected our agent as well this weekend, so we signed up with our agent yesterday. There's going to be an auction on the 1st of April. No, that is no April Fool's joke. It's going to be on the 1st of April. as long as it's not sold prior to auction, which would be fantastic. That's of course when we're going to be in Europe, so we're going to be up at 1 in the morning or something like that, on the phone, trying to sell our house. All right, so I'm going to pack it in. It's getting late. I'm exhausted. I want to go home, have something to eat, have a beer, and we'll be back here again before you know it. So we're heading out to the house now for what is going to be one last big push. So, got to get the landscaping down today. Grass is going to go in probably tomorrow. And today I need to finish all the painting, all the electrical, and pretty much all of inside. It's going to be a big, big day, but we're up for it. This is it. It's the last full day that we've got to work on the house. It's a Sunday. It's going to be a busy day and it's going to be a long one. Better get stuck into it. Man, it looks fantastic. Jenny has just been absolutely working tirelessly on this project. She has been incredible, shoveling rocks and bark chip and helping Sam, putting in garden bed. She's really incredible. I'm so very proud of her. Well,
We're done. Well, you're done. I just got a couple of things tomorrow. So.
but this is officially the end of the big push. I tell you what, the last couple of weeks has been pretty trying.
3 weeks or 4 weeks.
Yeah, it's been very late nights. It is now done. Just a couple of little minor things. And our focus is now going to turn to, in 3 days' time, we're flying to Europe to see our new little grandson, Lewis Nahuson. Exciting. And I tell you what, it's going to be worth it when we cuddle little Lewis.
Yep, when we get on that plane.
I actually really love what we've done. I think we've done a fantastic job. And, you know, the house is brilliant. And I'm sure a little family is going to actually love living here, or a retired couple, or who knows. But it is time to get out of here. Go see our little doggy Henry, who's been locked up every weekend for the last number of weekends by himself.
He's probably busting.
And pop a bottle of champagne.
Definitely.
This is Steve Nahuson, Make Me a Home, renovation at Maroochydore, signing off. Throughout the course of this renovation, we started off with work boots, which was really important when we had lots of sharps and nails and stuff around the site. And then we moved to more of a softer shoe, which was a bit more comfortable for crouching and climbing around in ceilings and things like that. But let me tell you, it is disgusting. Oh man, they stink. They stink something chronic. And Jenny's a no better. Even though she's a lady, hers are disgusting. One of the things that we decided to do was dump these things as soon as the last day was complete, which is now. So I am getting rid of old junk.